Hello and welcome to Thursday. It is 2 p.m. in New York City time. We will be eating our vitamins. Vitamin check. Medicine check. Sanity check. Okay. We're gonna be baking today just because I feel like I haven't baked in a while and I've been yearning for some dessert, and there's been this orange that's maybe been sitting in my fridge for like a month now. I would like to wash it, I would like to zest it, I would like to eat it and then use the zest in our cake. We have a lime that has also been in my fridge for probably over a month now, and we're gonna make some alcoholic drink with it. We have this plum that is not very sweet, so I want to cook it down with some applesauce and jam, and I'm thinking we can make a yogurt cake because I have a lot of homemade yogurt with a upside down fruit element to it. So like the video if you're also bake. Thanks for the shout out, Gary. And hi Germany, and hi everyone, and congratulations to all of us still living. And that's where I'm thinking we'll go. I can also roast some cashews maybe. And while the cake is baking, maybe we can go disturb Tuna the cat. But let's disturb her later because I think she's napping. And yes, Tuna is here for the next month. I am taking care of my friend Devin's cat, Tuna, while he travels a little bit. So if you follow me on Instagram, you have been seeing more cat content. Alright, first things first, I'm going to boil some water to make some tea because daylight savings time has fucked me up so bad. And while the water is boiling, we will cut our fruit and boil our compote jam thing, whatever we want to call it. I suppose we can swirl it into the cake, or we can do an upside down thing. What do you guys want to see, if anything? What kind of cake should we do? I guess is what I'm asking. What kind of flour? What kind of sugar? Should there be apples in it? Let me know your thoughts. I'm going to pop out chat and blow it up for my grandma eyes. And we'll hang. Wow, I'm so tech deficient. Every day I feel more and more unable to use technology. Inside out, upside down. Hi Alice Boss. Thanks for checking in. You're welcome to stay as long as you want. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but I feel like they can't make up their mind about who they want to be. So it's very confusing, for sure. apple cloves orange zest. That sounds too festive for me. I'm not a fan of cloves. I don't know about how y'all feel about it, but I'm not a super fan. We'll see if this applesauce is still good. It's grandma applesauce, and I've had it for a while. So I just want to make sure I'm not poisoning myself here. Seems fine. No visible mold. I feel like that would be a telltale sign. Although there have been reports about lead amounts, elevated lead amounts in applesauce due to cinnamon, tainted cinnamon sources being used. So, just so you know, this could be lead filled. Actually, now I'm thinking about it. Should we even use this applesauce if it's lead filled? I was joking about it, but then I realized the very probability of me having lead contaminated applesauce. Vote in the box below. I'll actually listen to you this time. Yes, I wrote that cinnamon newsletter. I can show you those cinnamon quills. It's these. They're tiny. They're very tightly packed and rolled. Each jar comes with a dozen sticks. And this is the Ceylon variety of cinnamon, so it's not like super sweet, but it is very, very floral in flavor. Bends very well savory or sweet application. Yeah, I think this might actually be, that's why I tasted it and I was like, that tastes like cinnamon. So maybe we toss it, guys. Maybe we make our own applesauce with apples. This is a first, but I really don't feel like, I mean, I think getting lead poisoning is bad, but I was kind of looking forward to like being dumber because of lead poisoning. But at this point, I think everything in this world is making me so dumb that I don't need an additional source of dumbness. So, alright. New strategy. We are going to cook down this plum though, I think. We'll cook down this plum, and we'll cook down some of our own apples, and I get to make more frozen apple peel, which I have been enjoying a lot. Frozen apple peel is texturally very satisfying to eat because it's like kind of almost crunchy, but it doesn't hurt your teeth the way chewing on icicles might. Yeah, I don't think you should grind the quills, to be honest. I think you should use them like cinnamon sticks. If you wanted to use Ceylon cinnamon ground, Burlap and Barrel does carry it. We carry the royal cinnamon, which is very, very sweet and classically cinnamon. And if you want Ceylon cinnamon, which is cinnamon verum, that's available. But now I get to show you frozen apple peel. Let's start cooking on low heat. All right. It is only certain brands of cinnamon, but we don't know where those brands of cinnamon was used. Like, it could have come from the same supplier or warehouse and sold into other snacking products, and I just don't know if it's worth the risk at this point, knowing what I know. I had no idea that one of my most popular videos is that live talking about toxic relationships. LOL. Did we define what we thought was a toxic relationship in that one? Should we revisit that topic today? Do we have new hot takes? Yeah, another edited video about toxic relationships. I think we're getting a little burnt out with the overuse of the word toxic. I think it's run its course, honestly. Ooh, this apple is actually very good fresh. Maybe I won't cook it. Maybe I'll snack on it. It's almost too good to cook. I think we should put a little bit of butter in this pan. 2 tablespoons. How would you feel if your partner or friend have some bad opinions towards something, but other than that, they are a great person? Would you mind or disagree? Would you mind or agree to disagree on that topic? I think it depends on the topic. Like, I think we all have our boundaries of what our morals and values are, and I feel like once you cross, like, I think if I had a friend who's a Zionist, I don't think I will be able to sustain that friendship because they hold views about how other people should live that I definitely can't agree with. So, you know, I think it depends on the topic of disagreement. And in fact, I think I have lost a friend due to this exact topic. I wished her a happy birthday in March and received no reply. So, R.I.P. friends. It was like someone I had known for 10 years too, so. Sometimes you don't think about these things. But I think once something is brought up in a friendship or a relationship and you can't have a healthy conversation about it, then that's it. That shows you a limit to the relationship that you might not have seen before. So we're just going to pop this in the freezer and enjoy it later. To help with sugariness, I'm going to put in this cashew apple spread made with fresh cashew apples, product of West Africa. I don't know what cashew apples are. I've never had them in person, but this jam was on sale for $1 and I was like, all right, let's try it. So just gonna do like maybe a 1/4 cup of jam for sweetness. Hi, Philippines. Good luck, Siobhan. I don't feel very edgy at all today, but thank you. All right, let's brew some tea. I'm going to do a little bit of buckwheat matcha because it's easy and simple. Nako! Long time no see. Just a little bit of tea. I was thinking about making an edited video with my dead mom footage, but I don't think it's gonna be very cooking heavy, honestly. I still don't feel good. I don't feel recovered. I don't feel personally recovered, emotionally, mentally, physically, emotionally still processing, I mean, so much of everything, but personally speaking, the breakup, mentally processing the ongoing genocide, and how it just keeps getting more and more absurd, and there seems to be no option but death, and physically I'm recovering from whatever the fuck this is, long COVID, or just ongoing whatever. I don't really know anymore. I never feel 100% when I wake up these days. And remember, all of these elements kind of intercross with each other too. So I don't feel motivated. I don't feel energetic. And I still do have a part-time job to attend to, and grandma, I spend basically 2 hours every day cooking for her and walking her. Lately, like 4 out of 4 days this week, I've been wiping her butt because her new poop time is right when I visit her in the morning. So I'm just trying to feel okay right now, and I don't feel okay, if I'm honest. So that's where I'm sitting, unfortunately. All right, let's make a cake batter. Guys, I don't really have an idea of what kind of cake I'm making. I just know that I want cake. So if you have an idea of what kind of cake you want me to make, you should let me know now. I do have a lot of cream cheese, but I don't want to eat cheesecake, if that makes sense. I've actually just been eating the cream cheese, but I have not been desiring eating cream cheese. I grab rose petals and nutmeg and poppy seeds and chia seeds and maybe some flax seeds, maybe some bran. Oh my gosh, it is Pie Day. Holy shit, I totally forgot. It's Pie Day. I'm gonna go in with a 1/4 cup of olive oil first. And then a cup of yogurt. I'm gonna do 1 egg. Don't worry. We only do wrong things. Don't worry too much about being right or wrong. A little touch of cinnamon. Oh no, COVID in the house. I don't normally do this. It might ruin everything, but I want to do a little bit of allspice. Just a tad. I feel like it might go well with the plum and the apple. I could be wrong. And I'm going to add some anise seeds. Let's go in with our seeds, a little chia, a little flax, little wheat bran, I'm gonna go with whole wheat flour, but we should consider the sweetener, maybe. Definitely gonna add a little touch of salt. If I can find it. I'm going to use this muscovado sugar. $50 grams of it, so roughly a quarter cup. Quarter cup oil, quarter cup sugar, 1 egg, 1 cup of yogurt, a splash of seeds and maybe like a quarter cup of wheat bran. We're gonna need some baking powder, maybe a little bit of baking soda. I've actually lost a lot of muscle because I haven't been working out for the past 2 months basically. Since January. I just have no energy anymore to go to the gym, so I've canceled my gym membership. Thinking of new ways to hopefully stay active in a way that my body can tolerate and feel good about, but this is a very new reality for me. It's kind of upsetting, and I think if I were at previous stages of my journey with eating disorders and body image issues, this would be like an absolute mental health crisis right now. But thankfully, I feel like I'm doing much better in terms of that self-concept. But yeah, that is something that I've been thinking about. One cup of flour. I mean, really, technically, I can do the whole blink thing, but there's so many people there, none of them are masked. The equipment is half broken half the time. I'm thinking about just investing in a few kettlebells for myself and just working out at home. So I don't know if I can do gyms. It's sad because I really like using different weights. It adds variety and it makes working out a lot funner, but realities be changing. And these days, really, I wake up and I just go, okay, I'm still alive. I can't complain about anything else. So, pros and cons of all of that. I want a pull-up bar because I really like hanging. I can't actually do a pull-up. The problem with a pull-up bar is I just don't trust them, and I feel like I've seen way too many videos of them failing. I like resistant bands. I don't actually feel like they tone my muscle all that much, but they are nice to have and nice to stretch with and work on like muscle injuries with. I actually haven't had a successful resistance band that's lasted over a year. They always tend to snap around 1 year in. Is that everyone else's experience, or do you have recommendations for me on that front? I'm not really a sports girl, sadly. I've been finding that maybe I just really like doing things on my own. Maybe I am just born to be a hermit. adding about adding about a 1/4 cup more of flour. I feel like I want it a little bit stodgier. This feels good to me. We'll see. We'll see if it actually is. I love Carolyn Germain. Unfortunately, her workouts require 2 sets of weights, which is why I'm thinking about getting some kettlebells or dumbbells, so I can actually I've been having to modify a lot of her exercises, and also her exercise videos are anywhere from like 20 minutes to 40 something minutes, and it takes me like an hour to get through the 20-minute ones just because I have to take so many more breaks now. My body is really not great. Unfortunately, just not great. Did we decide on upside down? Is that what everyone wanted? Upside down cake or mixed in cake? Or should we put the fruit filling on top and have it be a top cake? A fruit top cake. Thinking a fruit top cake sounds fun too. And that way the fruit juices can seep into the cake rather than the other way around. So it will create a more evenly moistened cake maybe. Somebody tell Karen in the chat that I feel like she's very behind on the live. I have pineapple, but it is frozen. So let's try one of these glossy pieces of fruit. Let's move everything out of the oven. I was supposed to have 2 more dates, but they kind of didn't respond, so I feel like it's a semi-ghost of sorts. But someone actually just responded after like 3 weeks of no response. And I set a date with them, half formed. We set a day. We didn't set a time or a place yet. So we'll see. We'll see if that one materializes. But other than that, I'm pretty exhausted. I'm still invisible on Hinge because I feel like I've had enough. I've had 5 weeks now. That's about my normal rotation of Hinge rounds. My tea is hanging. I like it cold. I like my teas cold. It's chill. It'll be fine. What if we kind of like pressed up the edges of the batter and made a little divot in the middle for where the fruit can go? I know it's batter and I know it's not dough, so it's a little bit harder to like force it to stay in this divot, but maybe we can try to simulate a pie of sorts. I'm so confident or forgetful that I didn't even taste the batter. Oh yeah, my whole midsection is tattooed now, so everything is tatted. Listen, I get really excited to meet people, and then they just kind of don't take it as seriously. I think across the board, people are either too busy or just don't have the same views about what they're doing on there, and it gets really exhausting, y'all. Even after you meet someone and you like them and you're still not on the same page. That's certainly happened. And it'll probably continue happening. So long as we both shall live. The key, though, is, are you interested enough in the other person to talk through shit? Because if you don't, and you're not invested, then absolutely there is nothing to be had. I'm still working on my red flags. What do you think my red flags should be? Knowing what you know. Guys, I forgot the poppy seeds and the rose. Wow. Well, I guess the rose will go around the perimeter. Like so. And so will the poppy seeds. Okay, first of all, what are narcissistic vibes though? You know, like, I think I have narcissistic vibes. So we first need to define what these red flags are before we can even catch them. Like we need to understand how do we I need to take a photo of this. BRB. How do I identify them? Number one no-no is a dirty lens. Can you imagine me saying to someone, hey, the only thing I want from you is total transparency? How many people do you think would be even able to oblige? Is that too much of an ideal? Is that not manifestable? Is that even a word? In reality? I guess what I'm asking is there someone out there who's as weird as I am about shit like this? They would have to know what total transparency is first. You're absolutely right. Ooh, chayote cobbler. I've never had that in a sweet application. And to be honest, I always hated it when my parents cooked it. It was like one of the cheaper available vegetables, produce items in grocery stores, and so my parents always ate it, and I always hated it. What does a feeling of uncertainty mean? Because I think we all gaslight ourselves quite a bit. All right, cake is going in. I'm setting a 20-minute timer for the cake and a 5-minute timer, a 5-minute timer for the cashews. Okay. Cheers to eating a delicious orange. My booty is flattening. I'm really sad. I worked really hard for that booty, but no, I'm not going to the gym. My booty is flattening. It's fine. We're just gonna have to deal with it. I'm still alive. The booty is not gonna be the end all be all of my life's joy. So, I mean, there are several red flags that are much harder to suss out besides just you being a dick. Like, being a dick is so easy to discern, you know what I mean? But there are some traits that are just like, how did I not see this? How did I miss this? Baby, I said if they have a dick, it's a red flag. I am starting to think about it. Heterosexual males, I just don't know, y'all. I don't know if I can do it. I would like to love them, and I have loved them, but I just don't know if I can do it sustainably. Don't worry, we're gonna buy me some kettlebells, and we're gonna perk that booty up. If anybody sees any Facebook Marketplace deals for kettlebells in my area of Queens, let me know. But something has got to be done. I like having a strong butt. It's not even for the aesthetics as much as it is kind of the center of my gravity and balance. So I feel like having a more muscular butt actually helps a lot of my joint alignments. Like, I've had a lot of foot and ankle issues which travel up the whole skeleton, which several years later ended with me having knee issues, which in 2018 kind of manifested in hip issues. So now it's just like my entire lower half has joint issues, and I feel like working your glutes actually help kind of align and pull the muscles in place so that there's less stress on the joints. When your muscles are tauter, when they're stronger, they hold the bones in place, which means it helps suspend the bones from crushing down on the joints and like relieving all of that pressure and weight onto already injured joints. So that's what I'm telling myself, at least. I guess it doesn't hurt to look like you got a fat ass, but it kind of does hurt sometimes when you have a fat ass, because all the heterosexual males, I guess, like the booty, and you just attract the wrong crowd sometimes, which isn't always conscious at first, but I do feel like it reveals itself over time. We're gonna feed Tuna now. If I can figure out where I put her plate. I think I smell my cashews. We're gonna pull the cashews. Okay, good. They can take a few more minutes. 4 more minutes. Pretty plate. not been throwing fits, but Grandma is definitely still delusional. Which is not something that we can help at this point. It's just this is their new reality now. My biggest issue now is I'll take her out for a walk, and like literally 2 minutes into our time outside, she'll be like, I gotta go back, I gotta poop. So like we spend 4 minutes putting clothes on, 2 minutes outside, 2 minutes waiting for the elevator, and then she's like huffing and puffing, yelling at me to get her to the toilet ASAP. 96, y'all. This is 96. I have no idea what Play It Again is. So unfortunately, no. Oh, she still expects someone to come and get her. Hi, baby. Oh, you're so sleepy. Did you just wake up? Are you ready for food or no? You don't want food? Tuna. Can we eat here? Is that too high for you? Oh, a stretch eat. That might help with you not throwing up though, right? Look at her tum-tum. Look at her tum-tum. She's just like, oh, you're making me work out for my food? Okay. Tuna is my friend Devin's cat. He's traveling, so I'm looking after her for a month. We're also reading What Makes Love Last. By the Gottmans. They've been married to each other for over 3 decades, and they're this cute little Jewish couple who's done all these studies for several decades on couples and relationshiping, so I'm trying to learn stuff for my next relationship, Tuna. You know, because we want to be in love, Tuna. Ooh, Tuna, Jesus, you just flung food right into my face. And hair, ew, gross. You done? Oh my God, ew. Literally food everywhere. Is that payback? Look at that stretch. Look at that scratch. All right, I gotta go, Tunes. My cashews are burning. I hope you enjoyed lunch. Yeah, okay, sure, I have eaten cat food. I don't want it flung into my eyeball, though. Yes, perfect toast on the cashews. Nice and rich. Dark but not burnt. We done good. We done good. We can go hang out with Tuna again. Do you want that? Oh. Oh, I lost her. I don't know where she's at. Mm. Do you see? Do you see her? Tuna. What you looking at, Tuna? Fun stuff? She don't give a shit. Just eating an orange, watching a cat watch the street. This is the good life. All right, enjoy your time alone. I'm gonna go sit in the kitchen. We still have to make that alcoholic drink. So that's what we're here to do. Is Tuna better than Fred? I don't know, Gary made it seem like Tuna's way better than Fred. I think Tuna is a much easier cat than Fred. Fred would not let me sleep. Fred would meow about everything. Kendra's playing the diplomat, saying we don't compare. All right. You know we compare. You're just not being transparent about it. Fred is Aaron's child now. He does not give a shit about me. He does not give a shit about me. Bye, Nalco. Aaron's good. gonna juice this lime. Aaron has like a foodie friend group, and we hang out sometimes when there's a destination that we want to check out for food, gatherings for food. It's pretty nice. Love for a best friend versus romantic level. I think that is kind of where I have been wondering myself about. I don't think I have trouble differentiating what's different about those types of love. For me, at least, there is a romantic component to a romantic relationship love. And I almost want to like be the person to be there for them, you know, like a partner. I don't think I would automatically extend the amount of willing, preemptive care to all of my friends. But if they like requested that I help, I would. But I think with romantic love, with a partner, it's more of like being more discerning and proactive. But maybe I'm too proactive. It all depends on the person. That cake definitely needs 30 minutes, not 20. Alright, so we have Saint Germain and lime juice in here. I have made hot cross buns for work before. Ooh, you bought some Saint Germain, do you like it? Oh, you almost bought it. You did not buy it yet. Got it. They come in smaller bottles, for sure. I went for the big one because I saw the big one and I was like, yeah, I want it. I don't know why I'm making a cocktail in a bowl. It's a very strange choice, and I'm about to do something even stranger. But since we have it in a bowl, we're gonna dip our orange. Saint Germain Jello shots with lychee, absolutely. Because when I smell Saint Germain out of the bottle, it smells like lychee to me. I don't know what it is. that they put in there that makes it smell very lychee adjacent. I do feel slightly bad that I'm not as engaging as I normally am, but no energy, kids. This is the best you're gonna get from me for a while. We're gonna drop an apple in here and just let it bathe, let it soak, let it chill. What fruits do you guys like marinating in alcohol? I guess sangria is mostly like a alcoholic fruit punch of sorts. I have no idea what drink you're referring to, but sounds good if it reminds you of this. Pomegranates with chilled red wine sounds fancy. This is perfect with apples. If you like your apples to have a little bit of a pucker, lime juice on apple slices, one of my favorite combos, and this adds a little Saint Germain to the mix too. It's very pleasant. I'm kind of digging it. I don't know what to talk about. Is this what mental exhaustion, like full burnout, feels like? I don't think I've ever been this boring before on a live. One of you said that, oh no, this is Instagram. I asked Instagram today what people think about when they wake up in the morning. The responses are, you guessed it, pretty depressing. What's on your mind first thing when you wake up these days? The responses that we have so far. Everlasting dread. What happened in Gaza last night? Progress. Palestine and my exhaustion. Tired. Gaza, followed by a mini panic attack before I open my phone as to what I will find on it about Gaza. And finally, how broke am I today? thank you, Kim, for saying that. I do feel like that's kind of what like finding a romantic partner is about. Like you feel like you're boring, but hopefully you find someone who finds you interesting even when you feel like you're boring. That's the golden standard. We might never find it, but we will keep trying. Because there is nothing else to do but try. Moving out of parents' place sounds great. Saint Germain limeade sangria. Saint Germain, lime juice, a little champagne or seltzer, and cut fruit. But they have to be like farmer's market fruit. I don't know if anything's well in the world. Unfortunately. But we will keep eating apples and drinking Saint Germain. While we can. A limited time offer. And orange juice straight in the eyeball. Let's check on our cake. She's puffy. She might need 5 more minutes after 30 minutes. It's a very blonde looking cake. I don't know if the fruit on top kind of fucked it up. I guess if you think about it, sometimes pies need a longer time to bake if the crust is blonde. So maybe we did fuck up a little bit. Maybe it's going to be like fruit pudding in the middle because it's going to be less baked. Alright, what are the chances that the person who offered to meet Thursday actually messaged me? Between 10 a.m. when I last checked and now. We were gonna meet today because that's what they floated as a possible meeting date. But that was floated last week and they never replied to Thursday's good for me. When? No response. No response. Hi, Montreal. I don't know. But if they're not interested in replying to me, then I'm tired. I'm gonna stay home. I do have a block of cream cheese, and we could potentially make some cream cheese icing just to have on hand to drape over our cake. So I think we should whip it together with condensed milk. What do you think? And I think we can put some of our lime zest in it. Okay, so that's about 4 tablespoons. A little bit of lime zest. This kind of reminds me of like making key lime pie almost. Like a key lime pie cheesecake. pretty good. We could go a little bit sweeter. I think I might make a second version of this icing with whipped cream next time. Like fluff it up a little bit. Delicious. I do feel like if we added Saint Germain in here, it would be amazing. But yeah, it might make the dairy curdle a little bit. I'm gonna wait maybe 10 minutes for the cake to come out of the oven, show you guys, and then I'm gonna hop off. Energy levels are a dippin'. I think 3 more minutes and we should be good. The fruit is bubbling. Fruit is bubbling in there. All right. Treat yourself. Have a little cream cheese today with condensed milk. icing. Since our cake is a very unique situation with fruit on top, I figured we'd ice it to serve when the time comes. And that is our olive oil, yogurt, fruit cake. Definitely burned myself a little bit here, but all good. We'll survive. Folks, thank you for tuning in. Take care of yourself. Maybe try some apples soaked in Saint Germain limeade. And ice your burns. Take care. See you next time. Thanks for coming by.